Don't worry about it. That's how I sit in chairs. You look crazy taller than me.
I told you, bro. I look mad taller than you. You need to work on your posture, sir.
My posture is okay about it.
It's okay? All right.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another edition of the Arnold Stars Podcast. It is your boy, Arnold Lewis. I'm with Big Deuce. Tap Athletics. Make sure y'all follow him. We've been going crazy on IG. Hey! We've been going crazy on IG. I want to shout that up. Tap Athletics 22.
Yes, Tap Athletics 22. Make sure y'all hit that follow button.
And 34. We're going to put the text. But we've been joining forces on this collaboration on IG, and we have been seeing a lot more engagement.
Mastermind. You know, when two people link up, collaborate, great things happen. Just been a true blessing, bro. Like I said, when I first, got the okay to come here from Coach, I was like, man, this is about to blow up.
I didn't think it was gonna go crazy like that.
I already seen the vision. I already knew it was gonna happen. Cause you have been putting in the work, I've been putting in the work, and we both hungry and determined and already have a lot of creativity. So all that thing mixed in together equals success. And so far it's been like Arnold said, bro. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, TapAthletics22.
34. I got to spell a unique way. That's why I said I'm gonna put it in tag in caption. Do you think basketball players today should be content creators as a side hustle, or is this grind too much for the average person? Because you got to think of most athletes. You come home from practice, you're trying to chill, and they get used to that chill life. Like, I was chilling. I realized this when I turned like 30 and I was playing. I was like, dang, you know what? I've been playing for about 6-7 years, and all I do is come home and play the game. I just play the game, and wasn't working on no type of side hustle, job, nothing.
Right.
Content creation is it's so open. But should every hooper try to go down that route, or they should do something different?
I mean, I'm not gonna say every hooper should go down this content.
Is it a valid side hustle that most should pursue? Are you interested in playing overseas basketball one day? I wish someone would have told me 1 year after college I would receive my first pro gig. I wish someone would have told me that having an agent does not guarantee that you will get hired. I wish someone would have told me being cut from a team, because after 10 years in this game, everyone gets cut from a team. Now, after traveling from over 17 different countries and winning up to 7 championships in my pro career, I've put together the 6 most important traits any player needs before starting their career. So go ahead and grab that ebook and get all the information you need today to start your career. Now you can't say no one didn't let you know. So go ahead, grab that ebook and get started so you can become the pro one day. Let's go.
I will say though, it's a valid side hustle and can generate a lot of revenue, a lot of wealth for you if you willing to put in the work, willing to put in the effort, and willing to stay consistent, because it is a grind. It's not easy. Some people get lucky. I'm not gonna call it lucky, but some people happen to blow up overnight. But that didn't happen for me in my journey, and have that happened for you in your journey?
But I will also say this though, because you said that, I would say I'm now appreciating the slow growth, because like your page, when you blew up off that, what do you hear?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really translate into the type of followers that you was looking for that's really going to support you on the back end, because you should be getting at least 1,000. Based on the metric, they send it to 10% of your people? If you got like 90,000, so 9,000 should be watching that. 10% of that, you should be getting at least 1,000 views per video. Based on the numbers alone, statistics, bro. So,
yeah, but like you said, if you're not willing to also commit to the long grind, then
to sustain that.
Yeah, then I wouldn't say being a content creator should be for you, because some people, they don't like showing their faces, you know what I mean? Some people feel awkward behind the camera, and then not only that, editing is very tedious.
Tedious.
You know what I mean? Even getting up and just making a video. So like, I don't know. It's definitely a grind, but for me, it's very similar to basketball.
Yeah.
Because the more repetition you put in, the more you push yourself, the better results you're going to get. So it's like, you know, that's a rewarding thing for me because, you know, I'm 6 years into the game and, you know, I really had to, you know, climb slowly up the ladder. And right now I'm, you know, built a good community and a lot of people recognizing me for making good basketball content. And like the same for you. You haven't been there as long for me, but you know, you well known now, and then we starting to collaborate now. So it's like
collaboration's going crazy.
Like I said, the timing is actually perfect right now. We just trying to seize the opportunity. But I would say this: if you guys have thoughts of being a social media content creator, like I said, it is a good look because once you finally get that attention, once you finally get that fan base, really you can work for yourself. You become your own boss, and that's what I always had envisioned when I started Tap Analytics. Like, you know what I mean? Working for somebody else is not for me. So it's like I wanted to create my own brand, and once I become successful, I feel like I'm successful already.
You are.
But like once I become like a household name type successful, then you know that's when I'll be truly like, I'm not going to even say happy, but like.
You want to see the fruits of your labor. You're working. You putting in work. I'm not gonna lie. When you first started, I did not see the vision of this can really. You can do whatever you want with this. Like the possibilities of growing your audience, growing your brand, and stuff like that. It was just never a thought process to me. Like I didn't see it like how you saw it. Now I see it, and I'm like, why have I been doing this? Like this is. We're on Instagram all day, 24/7. Anyway, why am I not making money from this? Why am I not being a producer? I'm just being a consumer. You know what I mean? So, well, this segment we're going to talk about what we wish we knew, picking back up on the last one. We only went through like 4 of them, and I had like 20 of them. So we could pick back up on what we wish we knew about overseas basketball.
All right.
Okay, first one is playing in different markets can be the difference in salary. Not all basketball is treated equally. Man, I wish I knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta really know which markets, you know, pay well and which markets are like, you know, on the opposite end, because if you can start your career off with a good paying job, you can start off with like, realistically, if you start off with 4K or higher, you are on a great start. You know what I mean? Because I would say most players who start their journey, probably they just
now.
Yeah, I'm about to say now. I'm 10. We both 10 years in the game.
They was giving 4K rookie contracts then.
A lot has changed, but I'm just saying like the average probably like
1,500.
Yeah, 1,500 to 2,500. That
1,500, 2,500 is the average rookie contract for sure. Yeah. Anybody else trying to tell you that they come straight off the back making 10, 9, cap.
Yeah.
Been in this game too long, known too many people, seen too many. One thing about being in the game, people talk so much. You realize how small overseas basketball really is.
Big facts.
Everybody's talking about everybody's contract, what they live in situation, what they do. I'm like, how do you know that? It's how do you know that? Because I was cool with one of the guys on the team, and his dad is the owner, just like that. Just like that, man.
In Iraq, I was surprised, like, my whole team knew what I was making because they put that on the Instagram post. When they
tell you your salary?
Rashad Hassan from Atlanta, Georgia, and they tell you how much you making for it, like, per month for the year. I'm like, hey, bro, that's some private information I don't want, you know, everybody to know about. But it's like, that's not going to happen to you every country you sign to. But
I've never heard of that happening.
Like you just said, like everybody knows like what's going on, and it's a lot of small, tight bubbles as well as sometimes the league just let everybody know.
I heard this on the podcast one time, and they was talking about people being secretive with their money. And he was like, why don't we just say it? If we just get it out there in the open, because I think they say in Asia people openly talk about their finance. It's not a hidden thing. Like here in the States, or most of us coming from America, talking about money is hidden. Like, you can't know how much I got or something like that because that's what they told us.
Right.
But it's a whole different culture that don't practice that.
Yeah.
I wonder if every basketball player had a disclosed amount of how much they're making. What do you think that would do? Is it good or bad?
That's a great question, because really, like you said, it's all about how you was brought up in society. So, like, me and you even been brought up in America, so we've been taught to just think one way about that. But I never even thought about that. Because,
you know what I'm saying?
It would take a lot of stress off me because, if you're struggling, then somebody else come to be struggling too. Y'all talk about it. Y'all might come up with a plan to not struggle no more, or at least you know that you're not the only one going through it. So, because in the States and certain societies,
People be acting, they be happy.
Yeah, they kind of like treat you a certain way, think about you a certain way, depending on how much money you have, and it really shouldn't be like that, because we all the
A lot
same.
of them guys don't even got it like that, but they are capping for putting on.
Yeah.
But yeah, the basketball, I realized that when I went to Saudi Arabia. Now, I just came from Colombia, and it was just so physical. And it was because you had to think at that time, Colombia was jumping. They was paying. This was back in like 2014. It was like 3 imports per team. So they was cashing out. I get done with that season and go to Saudi Arabia. And I was like, bro, what is this? What is this? And they never even heard of Chile. So they just like the basketball is just so different. They don't even, you think, oh, I'm this and I hoop here. They're like, what country is that?
They don't care.
They don't care because they don't even know. That's why the best countries, in my opinion, if I was starting off, go to Asia first. Asia or South or Middle East, which is still considered like kind of Asia.
I would agree with that, man. If you want to start, start filling up your pockets, make sure you financially straight, because that's what we're really playing professional basketball for. Yes, it's the love of the game that's fun. Yes, the traveling to country outside of America or wherever your home country is, that's fun too. And, just experiencing life and being able to play basketball for a living is amazing. We go there to get paid and to support ourselves, and if you got family, and you going out there to, support your family too. So Asia, the Middle East, they got the bag.
They got the bag.
China, they got the bag.
They got the bag.
Anywhere like Indonesia,
that's all.
South Korea,
Taiwan,
of course,
Philippines, Malaysia.
Japan and Philippines have really good leagues. You know what I mean? So a lot of people aim to go to those countries too.
So hard to get in Japan.
I would definitely say start off.
I'm gonna tell you, it's easy to get in Japan.
But
my words.
If you can, I'll say for the rookies, you definitely should try to strive for like 2,500 or higher.
That's a great rookie contract.
Yeah, that's a great rookie.
You're gonna find more rookies who's not making that than you will that has.
Yeah.
Especially like if you come over to South America. I could tell you right now, you come to South America, your average salary is gonna be about $1,500. And that's for a big.
And my advice for, new coming overseas basketball players like rookies and stuff, don't take too many years of that 2,500 though. Maybe do 2 years of taking a salary like that, and then
depends on the season you had.
Yeah, depends on if you had a mediocre to not so good season, then expect to make that for a couple seasons.
Be lucky to get back on.
Yeah, seriously.
You can't have a mediocre season. You got to do something amazing your rookie season.
That should be the mindset. As soon as you touch down and whatever.
Don't be thinking about money first.
You should be wanting to dominate.
I think that's what the problem is. I think I found with some guys, they be worried. They be worried so much about the money first. It's like first you need to learn how to dominate first.
Yeah.
Just worry about dominating your position first, because you want to be in a position where you keep getting called back.
Yeah, if you play well, the money is definitely gonna come.
Worried about dominating. You got to do something. Be like, nah, we need to pick him up. Yeah. We need to pick him back up. Because sometimes guys, I know a couple of dudes right now. I be watching their IG. They at the crib. They ain't got no job, but it was just on. They just think I just had to come here and play team basketball. You better kill. You better go out there and kill. Being average, sorry for rookies, man. That's sorry. I'm sorry.
Definitely. So go get that bag somewhere in Asia. They got good bags over in like Eastern Europe, places like Cyprus, Georgia, Turkey. So you got a lot of places where you get, make decent money. But like Arnold said, your mindset going to whatever country, don't even think about the money. Just go out there super aggressive, super focused, and play with a chip on your shoulder because not only will a bigger bag come from the how well you play, you're gonna start to build a reputation, and then that's gonna help jobs flow in a lot easier as well because during that off season, if your phone ain't ringing for another job, then you're gonna be in a stressful situation.
I'm gonna go right in on this one. Like what I wish I knew about overseas basketball. Like this is right now. Like this, how you could just move and they switch you around. You're actually at mercy when it comes to these apartments. Like right now we're recording in one apartment. I just moved from another one. And now this dude is blowing me up about moving out of this apartment. It's just like you're at their mercy with the nonsense. That is what I wish I knew, Rashad. God. This is like... Yeah, I got random people texting me talking about what apartment I am. 2 people, I don't even know who this is.
I feel like it's just like, the problems don't stop no matter what kind of
Goodness
job
gracious,
you have,
who is this?
who you are. It's just like, and with playing basketball overseas, it's always something. Always something. You never just can't just chill and relax.
Somebody's coming to the apartment right now.
You see what I mean? We doing a podcast, and that's interrupted. They try to evict you out your house.
I can't even record.
Can't even record. We just trying to make some content. You know what I mean? But that's overseas basketball for you. It's a fun job, don't get me wrong. But it's always something.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what
you can't relax. You gotta stay ready.
Stay ready. They dude sent me a picture of him at the elevator. Like, y'all ain't even gonna give me a heads up? Hey, somebody's coming at this time. No, you better, we're here. Just a little common courtesy, please. Something. Let me move out before you come with the broom and the stick.
Or you might well say the outro then, cause
I'm gonna tell her. He said, tell her. Oh my Lord. Oh man. I sent him to my room. If not there, this is live, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't understand. Come to clean what? Please. Let me know ahead of time. Anyway, yes, I wish I knew just the nonsense. It's like everything comes with a price. You get a free apartment, rent paid for, food paid for. It's got to be some kind of stipulation in there somewhere. Like, yeah, it's sweet, but...
Can't be too perfect.
Something got to be up. I hate to think that way, but when it continues to happen, I don't know. Is it the way... Am I forward thinking in creating that as I think about it when it happens? Or is it happening and I'm thinking that?
I think it's just
human nature
to think that. I think it's human nature to think that because we've been in several situations like this before, not only in our lives, but playing basketball overseas. You know what I mean? I done had to switch rooms several times, like when I first get situated. Like, and that's the thing, you've been here for a minute. I mean, I know you swapped apartments.
This has been the most stressful season I think I've had. Top two for sure.
And we're going to end it with a championship this year, ladies and gentlemen.
It's bittersweet. I won a championship in the first one. So,
exactly.
Things are looking good.
And when we win the championship, it's going to feel even more sweeter because of that adversity. So, it's all good. Let's just keep running up the adversity. Give my boy Arnold a permanent residence here in Chile so he can hoop to the best of his abilities. And yeah, make sure y'all follow me and Arnold, follow 3-4 on Instagram. We blowing up. Follow me, Tap Athletics 22.
We might really squeeze one more in. I want to get at least 30 minutes in.
Let's do it.
Oh, this is how I woosah. This is why I woosah, Rashad. I just want to be great. I just want to be great. I don't understand. This is the things that come along with it.
We are great.
We are great. Thank you for correcting my words. This is why you have good company. This is why you need what I wish I knew. What I wish I knew in overseas basketball, how important it is to have someone next to you that's going through the same thing to stay sane in this game. If I did not have brothers like you, Jerry, Brandon, Alante, like guys who've been in the game with me and understand, oh my goodness, bro. Can you imagine being by yourself?
Can't do it alone, man. That's why we, recently being successful on Instagram, because we team it up. Follow us on Instagram, Tap Athletics 34.
That's crazy because the next one was, the reason most players don't play for a long time is because they can't outlast the BS. That's what I wish I knew. This is the BS. We are literally talking about the BS right now. We're in it.
You're going to deal with a ton of BS. And it's endless, it's non-stop, and it won't stop. And
Habos memang stay. Nabi awak or so can have it well. Bad season down.
hola, amigo.
Yeah. See, almost. For 11 days, yeah, something like.
So yeah, what's going on right now is I guess the landlord that came in and he's talking to Arnold right now about I guess moving to a different room, and this is what you have to deal with.
Wow.
Overseas basketball, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, still go.
Hopefully he gets situated. Hopefully he can just stay in this room because I don't understand why he got to leave in the first place. But like Arnold said, we don't pay any bills, so we live rent free. So we kind of just
Suck out loud.
gotta go with the team says, but communication key to everything. So it probably could be solves a lot better with communication. Send them to the right room they wanted them in the first place. You know what I mean?
We'll look at the middle.
No, ciao.
Y'all pick up that Spanish? Y'all see that, man? I had to communicate that Spanish.
I didn't even know you knew my name.
They watch the games, man.
I had to do a honking me to Hassan!
That's what happens when you start to win by 60. People start to know your name.
Well, about 60, blew them boys out.
Let's touch on that topic for a little bit. Let's cut it right here. Let's touch on that topic.
60. God.
There is something in the game. I want to talk to the coaches. Coach, if you're hearing this, if you're a coach, the biggest thing for a player is just to instill confidence in your player. That should be your number one job. Just instill as much confidence in the player you have. Don't be so quick to change. Just instill confidence in the players you got. I'm going to rock with what I got.
Right.
And I'm going to give them the most confidence I possibly can. You cannot play your players like a video game, bro. Go stream if you want to do that. You can't do that, bro.
Yeah, confidence is a major key into being a great basketball player. And coaches, you guys need to do an all-around better job of doing that. I know you guys want us to understand your analytics.
Man, the numbers is killing me, man.
And the shots we're taking. But you guys also have to understand that we do put the work in.
Right.
We get up early. We get shots up. We work on our ball handling. Working on our agility. Work on our strength. We watch film. And we're doing the best we can. And sometimes it just takes an outside force. And especially if it's a mentor, that's even more of a plus to give us some confidence. Hey, that's a great shot. Keep shooting.
Keep shooting.
Hey, I think you can make that three ball. I think you can shoot that. Shoot it. You know what I mean? Oh, why you turn that pass down? You one of the best shooters in here, uncontested. You need to pump fake, get them in the air, shoot that shot next time. Like, that can go a long way for hoopers. So, like, coaches, please, I'm not saying you got to say, oh, it's going to be all right. You're going to make that shot next time. Oh, don't worry about missing, going 0 for 10. We'll just keep supporting you. We're not asking for all that.
Right.
But just a little bit of confidence and all that worrying and being anxious is not good for basketball players. Not good for basketball players at all.
You got to understand, you can't be anxious as a coach. You're a leader of men. The head can't be shaky. The body going to follow. You can't be shaky and nervous in situations, bro. You can't be that. That's why you got the job. You wonder why certain things don't work out. It starts from the top. Starts from the top. If the team is struggling, that's on the coach, bro.
And I give a prime example. For a majority of my career, I haven't shot a lot of threes in my career. And I've always felt I'm capable, but because I'm, really, traditional big, back to the basket, do my work in the post, and I'm pretty good at it, that I just kind of stayed in my lane and just, expanded.
It's worked for 10 years.
It's worked for so long. It worked for 10 years professionally.
It's hard to argue that.
So it's like, why not? And plus I got a nice 15-footer, a little mid-range from the top of the key. I can knock that down. But the way the game has evolved, Steph Curry, I give him credit. Not only has he made guards shoot the three ball more, but now bigs, pretty much every big can shoot a three.
Remember I told you, I said, you have to start shooting that.
Exactly.
I told you that 2 years ago. I was like, bro, you have to start shooting that.
So, like, prime example, this year, went to Iraq, shout out to Coach Milan, with your Serbian ass. You cool, great coach. It'll be times where, like, we doing shooting drills, and he come, we just, stand there and see how we can shoot under pressure, and him looking at us like, you better make these shots while I'm sitting in your ass.
How was he good to the rookie?
Like these! I hit it. Like this, I say shoot like this. He got a real deep voice, strong Serbian accent. He's hilarious. Shout out to Coach Milan. But what I'm getting at is, he had me, after practice, shooting 10 threes, and I had to make 10 threes in a row to lead practice. And it used to take me, not an hour or nothing like that, but it used to take me a couple of attempts to actually get the job done. But what ended up happening is I built up the skill and the confidence to shoot it in the game. And that, little stint in Iraq was the most threes I hit in the season by far. I was hitting up to like 2 a game.
That's good.
Before that, I wasn't even attempting any for the whole season. So it's like confidence from a coach, man.
I also want to make sure they didn't miss that. Confidence came from him taking or making 10 in a row after practice. Mm-hmm. So his confidence really came in also from his work. It's the work that you put in to be able to have to knock 10 in a row. Because that takes a level of focus. And anyway, if you hit 10 threes in a row, even in practice, your confidence level is going to go up because you're going to feel that like that's not just an easy task for everybody to walk up and just knock down 10 in a row after practice.
Thanks.
After a professional practice. That takes work. Yeah. And you get that work in, it's only right.
And just for like the kids out there, what goes along with putting in the work is like you don't even know it, but you heightening your focus. You're heightening your mechanics, like how you catch the ball, the 90-degree angle.
Just figure out more stuff.
Exactly. You figure out that you need to use your legs on the shot more. So it's like, the more work you put in, you really learn it as you go, and that's what helps you become a better basketball.
That's really what it is. And more and more I start to understand that because I start realizing, first of all, every single person has a different jump shot in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it's tied to their DNA. Everybody's DNA pretty much is different. That's why nobody's one jump shot is exactly the same. So it really don't matter exactly if you can shoot it perfect. It just matters about how many reps you get up shooting it. Look at Michael Redd. Look how he shot it. Look at Reggie Miller. I'm sorry, but he shot it with 2 hands, a push shot, and he's one of the best shooters of all time. Yeah. So it just matters about how much reps are you getting up. That's really what it's all about, how much reps you're getting up.
Like I gotta say, I'm a basketball trainer. I say all the time, Basketball, you want to be successful, it's about the 2 C's, conditioning and confidence.
Conditioning, boy.
Do not sleep on confidence. We'll talk about conditioning another time. But confidence, don't sleep on confidence. You know, it's like I say, it's thin line between arrogance and confidence, but make sure you stay on that confidence side always.
I heard the word mañana, tomorrow, more times than any word in the dictionary. I wish I knew that before playing overseas basketball. Yeah. The word tomorrow, I wish I knew it in every language. You're gonna hear this word more than any word used in the dictionary.
You know what's so funny? That's perfect timing you brought that up. Because today I just hit up the general manager and be like, hey, I just checked my bank account and I didn't see any money has been deposited in my account. And guess what he said?
Tomorrow.
Mañana. He didn't say mañana, but we know we out here in South America, so they speak Spanish. Like, he definitely said, oh, don't worry. In 24 hours or 48 hours, it will hit. Tomorrow, you will have. Tomorrow,
I sent, bro. Tomorrow I sent. I sent tomorrow, bro. It's okay.
Very rarely in professional basketball overseas do you get paid on the first of the month. Man. Or some people get paid on the last day of the month or the first day of the month.
Rookie asked me that.
Very rarely you get paid the day you're supposed to get paid. Like,
he said, we don't get paid on the 1st and the 15th? I said, what?
No,
the who? What day?
Not an American government job.
We don't get paid on the 1st? Oh, no, you must not know where you're at, huh? No.
Doesn't work like that, buddy.
No, it don't work like that.
You're going to have to crack, scratch, and claw to get your money. You're going to have to threaten these like you're taking. I will find you, and I will collect my money.
That is a great, I'm going to use that.
Yeah, bro.
That is, because I don't understand. You know you have to pay. You know payday is coming up. We're 2 days past payday. Name one job in America where you say payday is this day, you not get your money on that day. I worked at Walmart. I worked at the school. Whatever day they say that money gonna hit, that money hitting on that day. Like clockwork. We were paid a month late this month. A month late.
Yeah, what's frustrating is like we love what we do. And
something gotta give, bro. You gotta have something.
In a normal job or, anything outside of this, people will quit.
For sure.
Like, that's the frustrating thing about it, because, like, there's been a lot of players who have quit because of these reasons.
What I say, they can't, they leave because they can't handle the BS.
Yeah, and for us, though, we love the game. We go past all the struggles and adversity, but it's frustrating because it make you want to quit. It just be like... Oh, y'all keep trying me. Y'all keep disrespecting me.
Remember I called you?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm tired, Rashad.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just tired. And you didn't have to say nothing. Like, I know, bro. Yeah. I know what you feeling, bro. You don't have to say nothing else.
Yeah.
I know what you feeling, bro. I was just like, how much more, bro? How much more? How long must I suffer like this? Come on, man.
Yeah, bro.
The
like
BS.
The obstacles be endless, and then on top of that, they don't pay you on time.
Man.
Like it's just like
GM's gonna be conspiring behind your back. They gonna say, yes, I got the deal for you. Don't worry. The deal is written out. It's good. Don't worry. And then you get that DM message on Instagram from that other player saying, hey, bro, how's the team? What do you mean?
Yeah.
How was the team they just offered me? For what position? Because you play the same position as I. When you put 2 and 2 together, I thought I wouldn't have any players. That was just me a couple months ago. I thought, we say, what's the 4 agreements? Don't assume. Yeah. Don't assume. Matter of fact, I think, here you go. what I wish I knew about overseas basketball. Sometimes a contract doesn't always guarantee you get paid. I had the contract. And they was lying.
Well,
Looking for another guy after they just told me the deal is done. To my face. On Christmas.
Yeah, that's slimy.
Oh my God.
that's slimy right there. Ooh wee.
On Christmas.
That's crazy.
That's the BS, bro.
Yeah, you never gotta. I don't know, man. Make sure if you can get a guaranteed contract. It's gonna be tough to demand that.
You got to work for that.
You definitely gotta have a reputation to get those type of contracts. But just let y'all know they are possible, because it is possible to go to a place and not get paid. I've heard a lot of players like that. Most times I heard of players who had got guaranteed contract end up getting their money. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason they get released. The club does have to pay them their full amount of
Yeah,
salary.
there's a penalty or something because of the contract.
Yeah, but there's a lot of times where you get released, or
You ain't getting that money.
or the team just ain't got the money.
You ain't getting that money.
You're not getting it, and it's unfortunate. I've never been in that situation. That's just because I try to really pick the best situation to go to first and foremost.
That's important.
Don't just take any job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
What's the situation like?
Yeah, try to go to a good. Ask them how the team is doing.
That's why players hit each other up in the
all that
DMs.
stuff. Yeah.
Hey, bro, how is it?
And
How's
if
the
somebody
city?
say it's not a good look or it's a bad situation, trust them on that. Because
The city's bad. The housing was bad. They paid late. The food is trash.
yeah,
Just whatever it is.
because you might be anxious, like, man, but oh man,
I'll deal with
that's
it.
bad. But I just look past it. I'm
just
take
trying to
it
get
anyway.
on.
No, don't be too eager. Don't be too hungry. Not hungry, but don't just take any job. It's important to go to a good situation, especially if you first starting out. Because
That's why.
one thing you don't want to do is not get paid.
That's why. The crazy thing about it, how that actually ended up saving me. That guarantee. Granted, like Deuce just said, you have to work towards that. So that means, like we said about the rookies in the beginning, don't worry about your money now. Yes, I understand you're just starting off, but you're starting off as a rookie. Most of y'all are coming from the high major to where your name can back you up and you was the All-American. I see All-Americans come here, right here, and still can't get put back on. But once you do get up to where you can get a guaranteed contract, because that dude hit me up and because we already signed the contract, if they went with somebody else, I would have got paid from the beginning of the season, the whole 8 months up front. That's why guaranteed contracts can save you. Because the fact that we already signed before I arrived, and the crazy thing is I signed the wrong contract. I was supposed to only sign for the Copa Chile. But I signed the season one first, and they kept it, and they signed it. And then I signed for just the Copa Chile. But since they both signed it, it was already in standing. So they couldn't go against it.
Let me talk about. I remember you vividly talking to you about this situation, and that's their fault for not reading it properly, or
For me trying to be a snake.
even if they read it properly, that's still their fault, because they probably said, "Well, we'll get it terminated before the season starts or whenever," and they still didn't get the job done
Janky
on
business,
that.
bro.
And it's like, well, because at the end of the day, it's kind of, slimy, because they try to get you up out of here and without just being direct with you. We grown men, just use your words. But words, they ain't,
Hey, we want to go in
a lot of
another
people hate
direction.
this disappointment, but that's what comes with the business. So we appreciate it more if you be straight up and honest with us. But hey, here now we're making the most of it. Everything happened for a reason.
It did. If that didn't happen, we wouldn't be here. We would not be here.
Everything happened for a reason.
Got to take it all. I know we talk about a lot of stuff that is negative when it comes to this life. Not to scare anybody away, because don't get it twisted. There are definitely way more pluses to being an overseas basketball player than the nonsense. You just have to be able to deal with this first to get all the benefits. That's what I always believe. In order to get the most out of overseas basketball, you have to be in it long enough to reap the benefits, because you might have to go through 2 or 3 crappy situations to hit one where you're like, dang, they pay on time, I'm in great weather, the team is good, you might win something, you might get bonuses. You just have to be in the game long enough. Just long enough, because, boy, how I started is not how I'm at right now.
No.
Even though this little BS is still in a nice apartment in Ozell. Like,
I was about to say, even for my career, it's gotten better and better and better as years go on by, and that's just because you know, I became more wiser as a human being, and then just, you know, how to make moves and how to get deals. I became a lot more savvy with that. So I think me and you done a great job for our 10 years.
with no real help.
Yeah, without any like.
I can't remember one
mentors.
person. Yeah, there's not been one mentor that just was like, you should go here first, play 2 years here, go here, play a year here, see how that happens.
Yeah.
If that happens, you go here, and then you go. Where's the blueprint plan for overseas basketball players to grow their career? No one's giving you a blueprint. Hey, go to Mexico. Why? Just to play? Where it's not respected probably in Taiwan, but you don't even know the difference, or Philippines, and then you go from there to Taiwan because now you're in the Asia market.
Yeah.
If I did what I did here in the Asia market, gee.
Yeah.
Not no knock to y'all guys over there, but I've been watching your highlights and I'll cook you. Sorry.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. He's certified, he's proven. Like I said.
And he thought I was a scrub.
Who, me?
No.
Oh. I said, who's that?
He thought I was a scrub.
Oh.
Put your ego down, son. Put your ego down. People are going to hate you because you're great.
Yeah.
So what? I'm great. Be mad. So what? You know what? That's it for this episode. Appreciate y'all listening to us rant a little bit, but we only do it out of a need to help. Not even to help, just give game.
Yeah.
They say you always talk about what you wish you had. I wish I had somebody I could just click on and say, hey man, what am I getting myself into?
You being a mentor, bro. You being a professional overseas basketball mentor, giving out good game to the younger audience and to people who in the game as well with us.
Yes.
Who do this job for a main profession as well. So
That's why we relate so much to each other. And one thing I always find out when I talk about the podcast, almost 90% of guys can't wait to get on and talk. They just can't wait to talk about, man, bro, I got to tell my side of the story of what's been going on. Everybody got a story they want to talk about. Even I want to get Jesse Jones, Filet, on here.
Filet, yeah.
Hey, that's a shout out, bro. You need to get on the podcast with me, bro. This is exactly the place.
Come on, Filet.
Get on.
Rock with my boy 3-4, man.
He gonna rock with it. He gonna rock with it because he been in that world. He know exactly what we talking about. But I'm speaking that into existence. He gonna be on here. I ain't even worried.
He gonna be on here. Filet, come on, man. Get on the podcast.
Pull up, man. I know you got some stories to tell us. I bet you got some stories to tell us. He's doing everything that what we talk about. He's a content creator, created his business, his brand, connected it with his basketball, has his own thing, and growth. He is the blueprint.
Thanks.
He is definitely the blueprint of what.
Facts. And that's why you asked, like, the first question, like, should basketball players start a, basketball page or, like, get into content creation? And I'm like, if you about this life, then yeah, because it's a lot that could come
It's
from
very
it.
lucrative.
It's a great tool. One of my favorite scenes in He Got Game, which is probably my favorite basketball movie of all time. Well, it's up there. But long story short, it's a montage of him going back to when he was a kid, went to basketball camp. His mom was reading him a letter. In the last sentence, she was like, and remember, use basketball as a tool. And I was like, I remember watching that. I was too young to watch that movie because it's rated R.
I think everybody who watched He Got Game the first time.
It was 1998, so
man, I was like
9 or 10.
What is going on in here?
Exactly.
I could never watch this.
It's got some scenes in there, but overall,
for a 9-year-old,
beautiful movie. And that scene used basketball as a tool, even at a young age as a kid. I was like, oh, wow, that's deep right there. I like that. And so keep that in mind, Hoopers.
That's not what I thought when I watched that movie.
He got a dirty mind. We grew up on, hey, I don't know. I've known the child.
You watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, he's talking about that part. But see, that's where his head at. But,
bro,
you know, it is what it is.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure follow Tap Athletics 22 on IG, TikTok, Tap Athletics on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Follow me on IG and Arnold's Thoughts Podcast. Remember, greatness is a habit, not a right. Till next time. And we out of here. Oh, bye. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.